Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 17th ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Will kick this away to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. Play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. Back gets the carry.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff on the counter play. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
And Chris, we're just getting settled into this game, and already big plays.
The Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down and goal, upcoming. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage and stop this run game.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He's looking to scramble. Powering through the defender. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. An impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Now it's second down here. Dropping back, it's Williams. Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Football comes out, and the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Getting set. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To throw, it's Williams. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the USC offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Second down coming up.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare, a wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Touchdown, Southern California. Just ran away from the defense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Washington's offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some... And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Touchdown, Trojans. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple years with Michael Penix.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread.
And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. At the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Washington, 14.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 20. At the 10 now. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, SC.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Movement here from the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Williams. Receiver makes the grab. here. It's third down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They go with a direct snap. Looks like Washington will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Pickup of 14. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Huskies pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Williams. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle here, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And he's tackled after the catch.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Williams. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Washington. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
21.
Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
28, Washington, 21.
The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. This one will be fair caught. Washington offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught near the sideline. It's Washington. Pass caught. Second down now. Testing the right side here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Dropping back, it's Williams. He's moving out of the pocket now, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The Huskies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. With sure hands, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go, third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. And the Huskies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Huskies will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Trojans Trojans offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, tried to do the same thing here. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a back.
It's a fake, trying to throw for it. And the pass is caught off the fake, but can he get there?
Wow, what a call here by the coach. And how about the arm by the up man? What an impressive throw for that first down.
The Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Quick pass, the catch is made. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down play coming up. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. No problem, knocks it right through. And with that, they retake the lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Running with purpose. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Third down after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. He's running out of time here. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Washington. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up 2 yards on the play. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Washington.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Finds his man, has the first down. And moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Man, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This quarterback with the game on the line makes a play to keep this drive alive and keep their hopes alive.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks free over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Washington. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Automatic in the PAT.
35, USC, 31.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. He breaks free. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here we go, 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. Well, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Snags the quick throw. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, they got the matchup that they wanted here, Chris, with this quarterback having enough time. Good job by the offensive line. He puts it right on the money. Huge gain. You look at the clock and you look at the score. This is an opportunity here to work some clock and potentially get the go-ahead score late. You don't want to give that opposing quarterback too much time to work with.
And the Trojans looking to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab made by the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he'll drop back here on third down. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on third and short. Now you got to think in the fourth quarter, fourth and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So down 4 late in the game. Obviously, they'll keep the offense on the field and go for it. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Touchdown, USC. They go in front in the final minute of play.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. Washington offense retakes the field here. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. This one is broken up and ball's incomplete.
Well, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. They couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
To the air, it's Williams. Bringing pressure. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.